guys, Reverend Ezekiel is alleging that the reason why US withdrew their troops from Nigeria is because our Nigerian army and Nigerian armed forces have been infiltrated with repentant Boko Haram. He has said that US withdrew troops from Nigeria because their safety could no longer be guaranteed following infiltration of Nigerian military by repentant Boko Haram and terrorist Reverend Dachomo alleges, because we all know and heard that our government recruited or are recruiting repentant terrorists back in the community and also in our Nigerian army. Then I keep on asking myself, how do you recruit back kidnappers? How do you recruit back terrorists that have killed lives into our Nigerian army? Then you expect our Nigerian army to end insecurity in Nigeria. So this is what Dachomo is alleging, that's why US withdrew their troops from Nigeria. So guys, let's talk about the insecurity. Tinubu tells journalists and influencers that they should stop reporting on bandits and terrorists amid escalating nationwide insecurity. Here, say that Tinubu government tells journalists, influencers to stop reporting on bandits, the terrorists amid escalating nationwide insecurity. Tinubu is urging that they should stop showing or reporting about what's happening in Nigeria. This is what Tinubu is insinuating. Instead of tackling insecurity, all they could do is to tell journalists and influencers to stop talking about the insecurity in Nigeria. This is the best thing our government could do amidst the worsening insecurity in Nigeria. And here say that all the money that has disappeared under Tinubu is enough to set up a entire new country. This is from Barrister Darlington. You're going to watch that video. And here also say that terrorist issues and Zamfara community quit notice to vacate homes or face deadly attack. They are not issuing warning to residents of their own community that they should vacate their homes or they should face deadly attack. This is happening under APC government. The level at which insecurity is arising in Nigeria is alarming. And here I say that PW forced handling of school abductions, saying worsening insecurity shows a failure of leadership and compassion. Also here says that Semakinde told me Tinubu never called over Oyo abduction. PW reveals cause of president's resignation. Amidst all the insecurity happening in Nigeria, the best thing our government could do was to tell journalists that they should start reporting on bandits and terrorists amid escalating nationwide insecurity. This is the best they could come up with, that they should stop reporting on insecurity. Instead of tackling insecurity, they are busy trying to cover up insecurity happening in Nigeria. And we all know that the government have been alleged to have paid a lot of money to the US so that they can be able to sweep up or sweep in this insecurity in Nigeria under the carpet. But people like McAnnon and the rest of them, they keep on exposing this level of insecurity happening in Nigeria. And the best thing our government could do was to tell journalists to stop reporting on bandits and the level of insecurity happening in Nigeria. What do you make of that? Let me get your views in the comment, guys, as you watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you get my next video.
This money must not go away, plus so many other money. Because look, I'm waiting for the day any APC person will come and tell me that Tinubu is looking for money. He's a master strategy. I will quarrel with that person on this platform. I will. Because this is too much. Look at the amount of money that is just wasted. And we are here hungry, looking for money to eat and all that. Remember, somebody is threatening away our money. Calculate this money that we are talking about here. All the money that have disappeared under Tinubu. Is there not to set up a new country entirely? And this man just went there to squander the money without no accountability. And somebody are telling me here that we are going to go to Eldorado. Equity Eldorado. You go to Eldorado with money. You go to Eldorado with money. You grow a country with money. Not when the money has disappeared. You are telling me we are going to share prosperity where? There is no share prosperity. What we are looking at here is shared starvation. So you are now supposed to wake up and ask Tinubu questions. Because this man doesn't know anything about the governance. Nothing. All those propaganda has been exposed now. He knows nothing about governance. That is the truth. He was in Lagos here. We saw what he did. So why do you think he will go and change in Abuja? A lot of money that nobody is giving account. And you are telling me that we have a president. Please.
I just told you here that the Nigerian government is complicit in this insecurity. The way they are treating the terrorists and the way they are talking with them shows that yes, they are partners in business. This latest order, how far can it go? The previous order, what effort, what did it bring to us? I can bet my last couple that the people doing all this in Niger State are the same people that kidnapped those Catholic students. and later release them. They are the same group of people within that vicinity, that Niger state. They are the same people operating. So if you do not take them down the first time, you do not take them down the second time, you do not even take them down the third time. Is it this one now that you are going to, what are you going to do now that you have not done before? Well, you have brought the other previous one, what did you do? That's the question. These are just for the optics. It's not as if anybody is going to do anything. The bandits and terrorists are acting with impunity because they know that, yes, they have support somewhere. That's why they are not bothered. It is unfortunate that a region that is lacking behind in education is suffering this type of menace, and they are treating it with kid glove. If you want to open school in areas that are not under attack, of what use is it? Are they not supposed to be following a syllabus? So the syllabus will be running in another part of the state, while in the other one they are at home. Let them stop this thing, for God's sake. It is stoppable. This insecurity, it is stoppable, for God's sake. If they can bring sincerity of purpose, I don't see how terrorists can defeat the whole Nigeria. But because of insecurity, the very people who claim that they are fighting insecurity are the ones helping the terrorists, are the ones in bed with them, are the ones collaborating with them. They are the ones, giving them all the privileges that they want. So how can you say you are fighting insecurity? When you are giving them money for every kidnap, why wouldn't they continue to fester? In Niger State alone, between last week and now, is over 3, adoptions. 3. And then killings. So how can you tell me that people are serious over this matter? They have reduced Nigeria to nothing. In fact, Nigeria is worthless from the look of things, where terrorists are now dictating to government what they want and what they do not want. And government officials are pampering them, engaging them in phone calls, discussing with them and all that. It's so sad, seriously. I never thought that this would get this bad under APC. Government is not telling us the truth about this matter. Whenever they want to appease the public, they will issue a statement that they killed 200 of them. Meanwhile, we cannot see anybody. No body bags. They just say it. So on what ground will I now believe them? Is it not on record that the ones they managed to overpower, the one that our security agents managed to overpower, within weeks, they are rehabilitated back into the military, into civilian lives and all that. They are being pampered. They sew uniforms to them and all that. Is that not on record? Or is that one too propaganda? So when you keep treating them like that, on what ground will I now support you that, yes, you want to actually exterminate them? Is that not why more and more are coming into Nigeria? One terrorist group after another, they just walk into Nigeria and they open shop, establish their business and start operating. How many of them are operating here now? That is, let me just be generous with the number. At least 7 terrorist organizations operating on Nigerian soil now. What does that tell you? How did they come in here? Is it not government and their policy that open our border and say they should come in with $200? They will give them visa. So what exactly, what other evidence are you looking for to tell you that government is complicit in this matter? The way they are treating these people is more than enough to tell you that, yes, they are working with them. So I'm not amused. I don't believe in what they are telling me. Until they do the needful, you and I will see, we'll know that yeah, government is serious here. Donald Trump, Donald Trump that came in, didn't you see? That is a man that is serious about something. He didn't waste time. He took action. Under 1 month of discussion, the man bombarded everywhere. And you are telling me that government is there. Let them come and meet me and tell me that story. Sheikh Gumi, who have been hobnobbing with these terrorists and all that, telling us, in fact, threatening the whole country. They banned him from coming into Saudi Arabia. But in Nigeria, the man is gallivanting all over the place, making statements. Nobody have arrested them. Nobody have said anything. Please, my dear, leave that thing. They know what they are doing. They know what they are. When they are serious, you and I will see it. The metaphor for this insecurity is Plateau and Benue, where foreign terrorists entered Nigeria, took parts of Benue and Plateau, sacked the villagers, and sent them into IDP camp, and they occupied those villages. They renamed it, and they are living in people's home, ancestral home, as I talk to you now. Is that one false? Is it true or false? Tell me. Is it true or false? These are the people you swore to protect when you are taking your oath of office. Foreign terrorists, they came in here, took part of Nigeria and established their presence there. And you, the government, you don't even bother. You are not even, they have been there. It's getting to 10 years now. These people have been there. In another person's house. What kind of arrogance and impunity is that? And you call yourself a government, Abi? So you want to tell me that government is not aware? The Arnold, Michael Arnold, that American man that came here, he said he saw over 600,000 people in those IDP camps. Nigerian citizens. This is Benue that's supposed to be the food basket of Nigeria. Then the real farmers are in IDP camp. How do they farm? And then foreign terrorists, foreign. Because these people are not from Nigeria. If they are from Nigeria, they will not take over another person's home when their own house is there. That action alone will tell you that they are not from here. And you are telling me that government is what? Government is doing what? So they have not seen those people, Abi. They have not heard, Abi. What are those Benue people doing in IDP camp? Is that their home? Tell me, is that their home, IDP camp, in your own country?
It is now God has used him. We are going to form militias. God used him to name us forcefully so that he'll provoke us to start raising militias that would defend the old people, that would defend children. Because we are loose, we trust in the security, and there is no security. Let me tell you, do you know why America left? Listen, they have studied. The American soldiers' life is in danger because Boko Haram and ISWAP have taken place. Strategic position in Nigerian army, in the security. They have seen how many generals have been killed by insurgents through informers, the fifth columnists. They will not endanger their life. They are afraid to work with our security. They are afraid. Because their life is in danger. They will lose soldiers in Nigeria. As we are losing soldiers right now in Nigeria. So our life is in danger. Everybody, go for self-defense. Defend yourself to death. But never kill them. But if they come, Don't allow them to escape. Our weapon is in the hands of the Fulani terrorists. They are bringing their weapon to us. Let us prepare our ways with God. And God will forgive us. Those that did this, we are forgiving them. Mungafar Tamusu. Mungafar Tama, director of NIPS. Ayo, the DG of NIPS, for blackmailing us. We have never gone to Ruga. But they used to come to our place and look at these people. They were shot at the door of their house. Inside here. Not outside. Not the bush. They follow us. Once it's dark, they creep in. They hide at our door. With their AK-47. The first person that will come out, they will shoot. If they find you outside, they shoot. At the end, they will say, unknown gunman. No problem. Time of vengeance is coming. The day shall come. God will take vengeance for us. Some people are abusing me on Facebook. Continue praying. Go out and fight. How can we go out and fight when we know the security is not on our side? The security are, some of them, only few that are good. And those that are good, they are afraid. We don't know where to run to. The government is saying there is no genocide. While we are saying there is genocide. While they have report of frequent killing in Plateau State. All they want a state of emergency to be declared in Plateau State. We continue to love the Hausa people, the Fulani people. We continue to pray for them. If they are hungry, we'll feed them. That is what Jesus taught us. If they are suffering, we'll give them shelter. That is what Jesus says. We are not Islamic, where there is no forgiveness. Even the prophet is asking. They are asking him, how are we going to be safe? He said, even I myself, I don't know where they will keep me. So in Islam, there's no forgiveness. But in Christianity, we have forgiveness through Jesus that shed his blood on the cross to redeem us from the power of darkness. That is where we are more far better. Gaskiya ku ji tausayin musulmi fa. Ba su da gafara. Har kabari. Domin sun ki kalmatullah. Sun ki ruhullah. Allah yana more kalman safa. Ya ce ma malam Audu na gafarta maka. Bisa ga Qur'ani, Isa kalmatullah. Ba yadda za ka samu gafara sai ta wajen kalmar Allah. Madaukaki. So ku ji tausayinsu, gwamma mun samu gafara. Da satan da dana dinga yi na samu gafara. Allah ya more kalmansa ya ce zikir da mo na gafarta maka. Amma yawan mu musulmi ba su da gafara, Fulani ba su da gafara. Wanda suke sallah sai da waɗanda sun tuba. Sun karba Yesu sai Allah ya karbe ya more kalmansa ya ce na yi maka gafara. So mu yi addu'a domin su mama su zo su samu ceton. Domin musulmin da ya ci karo da Yesu ba shi da tunanin kashe wani. So mu yi addu'a Allah ya taimake mu duka. Bari mu yi addu'a ko?
Like I said, the level of insecurity happening in Nigeria is alarming, and our government don't care about what's happening in Nigeria, because all they care about is how they will cover their tracks on the happenings in Nigeria. Imagine trying to cover up the tracks, trying to tell journalists to stop reporting on insecurity. Let me get your views about that in the comment section, guys. But this is alarming and this is disheartening. P2B have called that Tinubu should resign, or rather he should step out from the race of running in the next election, because we can't be handling or having this kind of insecurity happening in Nigeria and then he's busy running for the next election, because they are trying everything possible to be on the ballot in the next election. They are trying everything possible to see that they win next election, but they have not done anything in Nigeria that we can boast of and say, okay, yes, APC government have done nothing in particular. We cannot hold them accountable for anything. Transparency, the level of insecurity. Imagine that he have not called the Oyo governor Makinde for over how many days now that this children was kidnapped. Nothing from the government, nothing has been done about the level of insecurity. Like I said, let me get your views in the comments. I'll be the guys in my next video.